What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex. Happy day after Thanksgiving. And in this video, I want to talk about the Mirror's Edge remaster that's going around the internet in terms of a leak. Now, here's the deal. I want to be very transparent and open of, kind of how this thing came about, if I believe it or not. So let me say, this comes from 4chan. I believe the account that originally did this was blocked, so they couldn't do anything further, but it was archived. Okay, it's an archived thing, and now that's just my assumption based off of what I have seen. But also, I can't find anybody online that's talking about the person who said it, whether they're a credible person, they've done this before, like anything like that. Okay, now this was reposted on Reddit. And it's getting very good traction. It's got like 95, 96% upvotes. This is and that I would say is noteworthy because a lot of times these leaks get posted on Reddit that come from 4chan. If they suck, they will get horrible ratings on Reddit. Okay, so I'm gonna go again, all assumptions, all just me, and you can handle this however you want. I'm just taking this as, these people maybe view this person as highly trustworthy, or maybe they just like the idea of it. And it's very simple what it is. Mirror's Edge Remastered, that's right, remaster, not a remake, is going to be announced at the Game Awards and should come out February 2022. Now, number one, as if we needed any more games to come out in February of 2022. Secondly, I see a lot of people then countering, and I don't think people are necessarily disbelieving it, but there's people just pointing out, I believe on the Series X, you can actually play the first Mirror's Edge game, I think 4K, 60 frames per second. Like, it's insane. Xbox has done a really good job with backwards compatibility, and this game is an example of a game that's really done well, because of it. Like they've really taken it by the reins there. So that's good, and I think what people have kind of said even to that as well, that's Xbox. What about I guess across the board, PC, PlayStation? Could we get it on the Switch? Is that possible? Maybe there's people on Switch that would want it. So I don't know. I think this would kind of be one of those wacky. We've talked about the Game Awards a lot, mainly on my main channel, right? And, I've said, it's an award show, and then we've seen this year in, year out, where it's, you got the big announcements, you got some middle tier, you got some lower tier, you also just have some very wacky, things that you probably would never be able to, predict that you would see, and, it's at the Game Awards, and some things you're going to be interested in, and some things you're not going to be interested in. This is actually a classic example, I would say, of just like one of those wacky things where it's like, was anybody asking for this? No. Would anybody have been able to predict that this would happen going in? No. Besides like a leak or a rumor, right? If you told me, that, hey Alex, do you think a Mirror's Edge remaster is going to be announced? And you told me this like a week ago. Do you think a Mirror's Edge remaster is going to be announced? I'd say no. Like, why would it? You know what I mean? It'd be like, no, why would it be? And so this is that kind of game. I would not say no to it. I am a casual Mirror's Edge fan. I did like the first game. Catalyst, I did not like whatsoever. That game to me was, that was supposed to be for me, the Mirror's Edge game that I jumped into and went, all out, because I had heard really good things about the first game. I played a little of it, but I also heard a lot of the jankiness. It's not like the perfect game, but it's got a lot in it that's good. And then I was like, okay, let's try the second game. The second game, in my opinion, was not very good, and neither game sold well. You could argue the second game killed the franchise, but you could also argue the franchise was never really all that popular in the first place. Definitely a cult-like, a smaller kind of thing, which is fine. I would definitely, I think, play the first game remastered, not just for looks, but hopefully to try to, I don't know how much you can kind of bring it to 2021, 2022 times, but the more the better, right? And then to come out in February, I mean, as I said, I don't really want that. You got Dying Light, you got Sifu, Horizon, Elden Ring. Those are the four big ones of February. You don't really need anything else. Life is Strange Remastered, that's 5. I mean, you just can keep going. So I don't know if I necessarily want that, but February seems to be a popular month, so whatever. And so, yeah, I guess we just have to end up waiting. I mean, I really see this as a high possibility. Again, it kind of just fits. At the same time, maybe it is so wacky and somebody literally just came up with it. But I don't know. I mean, I try to look on Twitter. IGN Italy wrote an article on it, so I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it got them interested in it. I don't know if all IGNs are bad or maybe just the US one. And if that's the case, I don't think that says anything about it. But I don't know. It does seem to be making traction on the internet, I would say. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. I do a brand new video on the channel every single day, and so I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.